Hello, my name is Drina Padilla, and I'm interested in the Speech and Language Pathology program offered by the University of the Pacific. I believe that my educational background as well as my professional experience have equipped me with the skills to be successful within your program and add to your institution's culture of excellence. Given the prompt that was provided to students, I would have to say that if a child came into my clinic and was not responsive to neither my introduction nor my offer to play, I would continue to utilize some sort of visual cue and or play toy to be able to engage the child. Ideally, I would use maybe a ball in a basket or the usage of bubbles, and I would play to try to reel that client's attention. And I would do so in a way that provided repetitive sounds and repetitive actions. Say if I was using a ball, I would maybe use swoosh or bam every time I made a shot, or pop if I were using bubbles. And if at that point I still wasn't able to engage the client, I would reach out to possibly the caregiver and see whether or not they'd be willing to assist me with that same play action. And again, it would be a very structured, repetitive type of action that would provide a basis for teaching and some structure, because playful action is not enough. There has to be some structure, there has to be some purpose to whatever action I'm engaging in. I think that would probably be my main tactic. In addition to that, if for some reason that still didn't work, I would continue to communicate with the caregiver to see what things the child and or client enjoyed doing. If there were a particular play thing that he liked or some ritualistic type of activity he took part in, and possibly for the next session incorporate my lesson plan around that particular action. But at the end of the day, if a child isn't responsive, is feeling nervous, doesn't want to engage with me, I would make sure and provide that child with the space he needed to be able to understand that it's a safe environment. I don't want to create an environment in which he believes that going to therapy is something traumatic, is something scary, a place where he's not going to feel comfortable. And ultimately, I want to make sure that any client, any child feels safe and is willing to engage me more so as a person, as an individual, and as a clinician. So that would be my tactic with respects to the situation described in the prompt. I do believe that the program offered by the University of the Pacific is very much in line with what I value as far as education. It provides early clinical exposure, which I think is of very much value, and it also provides my exposure to a diversity of different demographics of clients. So I'd have the opportunity to work with children in a school setting, with older adults in a clinical setting, and I believe that the importance of hands-on, one-on-one exposure to the field is very important. I thank you for your time and your consideration in this entire process.